Well, everybody, working home from Thursdays and Fridays sometimes has its benefits. Like right now, I'm able to do a nice video chat with these guys. You may recognize for sure David Morgan, Silver Guru, been around for a long time, fighting the fight, the manipulation fight we all know about, etc. And we have a gentleman with us by the name of Ian, who's behind the Lode coin crypto, and we just thought it might be a good idea to just have a chat and let them kind of tell you what's going on now. As you can see from his shirt, Lode, he is down in Puerto Rico right now. So why are you in Puerto Rico, and how is it over there?
Oh, we're here for more than the weather. We're down for the Coin Agenda crypto conference that's taking place. It's sponsored by Block One and Brock Pierce and his team, and I believe some of the crypto billionaires, as they say, are notoriously moving here for tax protection and asset protection. And we've heard that there's a new utopia being established here. So this place is alive all week. There's crypto people everywhere down here, and we wanted to be part of it. We wanted to introduce our Lode project. It's Lode.one, which is a cryptographic silver monetary system, first ever 2-token system, and we'd love to tell you about it.
Go for it. Do you want to go, or does David want to talk? Who wants to take the torch?
I'll introduce it.
David will go. Yeah.
This is probably the only time I'll be able to talk, and that's a good I think people have heard enough of me anyhow. But I met Ian through a mutual friend over a year ago, and the idea about putting silver back into the monetary base using the blockchain was quite appealing to me. So I met with them, and we made a couple trips up to Vancouver, met with many of the players, meaning not only the people that had the idea, but the programmers, etc. So pretty enthralled with it. I decided to get involved, and it's not in its infancy, but it's not functioning in its totality yet. We're still looking for people that want to commit silver. So I'll turn it back over to Ian, and I think again I'll have some interjections here and there, but not much to say. He's the man that basically founded the company, not me. I'm just helping to get the word out.
Okay, well, thanks, David. It's been really great, by the way, working with you, and your enthusiasm for restoring silver to the monetary system is just intoxicating, and we really enjoyed working with you over the last year. And this is one of our sayings has been, if not now, never. This is the time to restore silver to the monetary system using cryptographic assets and underpinning it, those with real value. And so about 2 years ago, a group of stackers, silver enthusiasts in our area got together and proposed an idea in abstract to a small community, which included yourself and David Smith and others, that silver could be restored to the monetary system using the blockchain technology and utilizing two assets, one where the owners of the monetary system would own one asset and would have the right to earn rewards off of the system. And that would be a distributed community of possibly millions of people instead of 5 or 6 banking families that manipulate us and start all sorts of injurious things with the fake money that they produce. And then on the other side, utilize the silver that was deposited into secure vaults and insured in various jurisdictions to underpin or utilize that silver to create silver money called AGX. So it's a dual asset system where owners of the system, the Lode system, I'm sorry guys, my telegram is blowing up down here. I need to turn this off. Sorry for this interruption. It keeps beeping. We can hear it. I'm part of these telegram groups for the Coin Agenda, and everything's so alive here that every 20 seconds there's another telegram coming in, and you might hear it beeping, so I had to turn my telegram off. Oh, sorry for the distraction. The Lode coin holders contribute silver into secure vaults and that silver is tokenized and sold to an international community that would like to have access to real money. Real money is meaning, something that has a store of value, a unit of account, and a really decent medium of exchange. And as you know, silver is awesome, but it's hard to spend because you can't flip off or scrape off a piece of silver and expect change from any merchant that we know of anywhere on the planet. But if you can tokenize that with a cryptographic asset and have it exchangeable down to 8 decimal points, you can actually buy a coffee with silver money. And so we believe that merchants, users, speculators that would like to speculate on what the value of silver could be would enjoy having real silver money, which we call AGX. And the owners of that silver system are the Lode coin holders. So on both sides of the model, you could possibly have millions of people involved in the utilization of silver as money, and the owners of that system being a distributed community of like-minded silver enthusiasts. So we see it as a really practical way to involve investors in silver and encourage users to join the system and use real silver money. And that's why we have 2 assets working in the Lode system.
So someone can, I guess, I'm thinking of like the way our government used to be. Ours was backed by gold. And you had gold certificates. If you wanted the gold, you could technically get the gold. But at least at some point it was backed by gold. Now we know, no, we don't think so at all.
It's not. Yeah.
So with your token, the silver is kind of the backing. And you guys store that somewhere safe, secure?
Yes. What happens here, Joe, this is where the complexity comes into the project, and this is why blockchain is the only real way to make this happen. You know, the public ledger technology that blockchain enables the system to keep track of every gram of silver as it's working in the model. So investors can put in silver and keep track of it as it goes to work as silver money globally. And the little rewards that come off of utilizing silver as money or the creation of silver money gets paid back in the form of rewards in silver money. So it's a bit of a loop. What happens essentially in the most simplest form is that contributors put in 100 ounces and receive a digital receipt in the form of a Lode coin for their silver. That silver is put in secure vaults and insured globally, and then tokenized and sold as silver money. And when the inflow comes in from purchasers buying silver secure money, merchants, speculators, and users, the system buys more silver with it and tokenizes that silver and sells it again. And after 7 occurrences, there's 100% silver on both sides to secure both assets. You earn, the Lode coin owners or holders earn rewards from the marginal extra silver in the vault. And the vaults operate at 134% extra silver. So if there was ever a run on the bank, there would be over 134% silver in the vault after 7 cycles. What happens over 35 cycles is there is like 14 or 15 times more silver in the vault than there is a call or the number of AGX coins that are redeemable for physical silver. So again, this is where the complexity comes into play, but only because of blockchain technology can you even accomplish something like this. This public ledger can keep track of grams of silver as they go to work as money and pay rewards to the holders of Lode coins.
So if someone like me said that, hey, I want to send you 1,000 ounces.
Yeah.
You would take the 1,000 ounces. I would get what in exchange? Lode coins?
Today, the exchange rate for buying 1 Lode coin is 1.85 grams of silver. Okay. So I'd have to get my phone and do a quick calculation for you. But exactly, the exchange rate is set by demand. And at some point after phase 3 is complete, there will not be more Lode coins available for sale. However, Lode coins will be created off of the other side of the model. And remember, we've got 2 assets working here, Lode coin and AGX. When 7 AGX coins are created, 1 Lode coin will be created and can be sold to the community. So scarcity is working on Lode coin, which protects the value of the asset, which we've had independently evaluated by a company named Evans and Evans in Vancouver, and that report is available to members on our website, and it basically outlines in their conclusion on page 26 that this system will, over the course of 1 year, over 3 cycles, the rate of increase will be 1,000%. So you're buying a Lode coin. Let's see, 1.85 grams of silver is worth what, $1, under $1 US today, and the system would be worth to the Lode coin holders about $7.88 in the first year. So it's a 1,000% or more rate of return.
And that's always music to the ears of us crypto people. Of course, I like silver and I like crypto, and
yeah,
I just got sick and I just got sick and tired of seeing silver. Oh, it's starting to go crash. Oh, it's starting to go crash. No news, no nothing. Paper contracts flying around.
Today.
There's no manipulation, and then all of a sudden, that bank admitted it. That bank admitted it. They admitted it. This guy's getting in trouble. Hey, I thought, where's what's his name? Jeffrey Christensen, whatever his name. Where's he at now? There's no manipulation. They've admitted it now. So it's like, we'll never get justice there. You're never going to get anything working in that system. So what do? Create our own system. And that's what you guys are essentially doing.
And Joe,
silver money.
I'd like to interject here at some point. Sorry to interrupt.
Go ahead.
So I was just saying, this is silver money that's created by the people and utilized by the people or for the people.
Yeah.
And I'd like to just add on that, there's a lot of what I call stale silver holders out there, Joe. I mean, a lot have moved into the crypto space. You know more than I, but being at Anarchapulco with Ian, we had several that came up and said, "Oh, I sold silver. I'm back in the crypto space." But this is an opportunity, the way I see it, that those stale longs, those people are holding silver, and some of them wish they never heard the word, could make a commitment to the Lode project with, let's just say, for talking purposes, 100 ounces, put that to work, and maybe recoup, silver rewards as time goes on. So someone that's really sick and tired of the market has an opportunity because of, Ian and others outside the box thinking that, look, we can remonetize silver. Here's how we're going to do it, and here's what the opportunity is. I'm not telling anyone to back up the truck and drop every ounce of silver they ever accumulated into this idea. I'm saying that those that are willing to take the risk, which is almost everybody in the crypto space, Joe, and you're one of the leaders there, that also have at one time or another been in the silver space, has an opportunity that they may not see again. And as Ian pointed out, this window, and I don't want to be a hard sell, I don't want to come across that way, but I am very straight up about the facts. The facts are that at some point, the Lode coin side will be filled, and that opportunity won't exist anymore, and the system will be up and running. So again, I wanted to get to you and thank you for accepting this this chat on a Friday, so that everybody that follows you, which is a lot different space than most of the people that follow me, can at least be attuned to this opportunity.
Well, is your thing in the ICO stage still, or?
There is no ICO. The Lode coins are minted from physical silver. The system doesn't accept fiat dollars. So what happens here, if we just give you an example of a normal occurrence, and this is where we'd like to invite 1 million people to put 100 ounces to work as money, or put it to work as silver money. You go to Lode.one, you register an account, you go into your member area, and you indicate what you'd like to contribute to the system. You can select 100 ounces, you can select 100,000 ounces. What will happen, you'll have the choice of either buying silver from SWP, which is a vaulting and bullion dealer project that we're working with out of Cayman Islands. They're the only Class 3 secure vault in the Caribbean, and one of only a few Class 3 vaults in the world. And their jurisdiction is very strong with respect to protecting physical assets as it relates to ownership and custodianship of physical assets. So this jurisdiction is very safe. Indicate what you'd like to do. Buy 100 ounces of silver from SWP, and they will contact you and make arrangements for you to buy it, and then they will make sure it gets into the Lode vault. So what happens is the Lode community and the AGX coin are a distributed, decentralized community of like-minded silver enthusiasts, and the merchant providers and service providers, lawyers, trustees, accountants, auditors, merchants, they all plug in to the community. So they do what they do best. The community is not interested in selling silver to people. This is not what this is about. You can also elect to ship your silver, and you'll receive a FedEx label, and you ship your silver to the vault. And the vaults currently are Mexico City, Toronto, Canada, Cayman Island, and Liechtenstein and Frankfurt, Germany. And we're going to be opening Australia in a couple of weeks.
So if I'm one of the ones that sends, again, I'll just use the same example, 1,000 ounces, I send it in, I get the Lode coins now, currently.
The Lode coins will be available in April. We're just just finishing up the project. Let's talk about the technology. The platform is established on 7 API pillars, which enable the silver to function as silver money. There's a vaulting API. There's a price oracle where we're going to, be the first time in history where silver will have a relationship to the physical production cost of silver, not the spot price. And this price of an AGX coin will be established based on metrics that are related to the physical production price of silver. And so that's an API. That's what we call our price oracle. This will price real-time grams of silver, retail silver, in all currencies, including exchange to crypto. So it's quite an ambitious opportunity, but we're about 30% through that, and we've got coders working on that. We have a API for the vault. They check in the silver, and it gets registered to the blockchain. There are the AGX coins themselves, the Lode coins, and then there are 3 other metrics that aren't on the top of my mind, 3 other APIs that are not on top of mind right now. But these pillars are what this system will sit on and enable merchants, users, speculators to get involved in cryptographic silver money for the first time in history. It's a true monetary system.
Now, when someone puts silver in, physical silver in, do they have the opportunity to get it back out?
On the investor side, no. They only have the right to earn reward.
Okay.
The AGX coins are redeemable for physical silver at an exchange rate from merchant dealers globally that are willing to exchange AGX coins for physical silver.
Okay.
And if those dealers will not exchange physical silver, then SWP in the Caymans will do it directly from the Lode vault. And we can settle all trades to 1 gram.
Wow. Well, that's
how the vaults are constructed.
Most people have, I'm guilty. There's silver sitting in a safe, doing nothing.
Yeah.
It just sits there.
That's right.
Mine's been sitting there for years, and I've added to it over the years, but it just sits there. And something like this, it's like, well, it can actually do something for not only me, it'll actually work for you guys and whoever else needs it out there messing with the whole crypto space, in this case, Lode coin. It can be put to use, and yet it still exists.
That's right. Yeah. So stackers that have lost a little enthusiasm for silver or been beat up by it, or this is a better way to approach it. Let's just get it working as money and allow other people to use that silver as real secure money and then start earning yourself some rewards from putting your silver to work. This is the investor side. On the user side, like on the AGX side, think about a mother in Mexico that's lost 30% of value in the peso this year against the U.S. dollar using real secure silver stabilized money, and you can transmit that at less than 1 or 2%, which what do you call it? Western Union in the United States charging for remittances 6.5 to 15%. Send money around.
And Canada, so now, Canada's dollar's been crapped on lately too. I had some visitors down here last weekend from Canada, and they were talking about going and seeing stuff and going places here, and they're like, "Gosh, it costs us 30% more down here
It hurts. It hurts to be down here. It's unnecessary.
Yep.
Yeah.
Great. Was there anything else you guys wanted to add? David, anything else, or is it about covered?
Yeah, I just want to be clear, Joe. I think you got it, but I'm not sure all your viewers were. I wanted to just repeat that when you commit to the program and you go on the Lode side, that yes, that's sort of, I'll call it untouchable, but you earn reward. So you could be in a position where, let's use the 100-ounce example, that over time you're getting 100 ounces out every other year or every 6 months or whatever, depends on the robustness of the turnover silver, obviously. But the idea is that it isn't lost necessarily, that you're earning rewards. So I want everyone that listens to the video
Right.
to realize. So Ian, would you like to maybe expound on that a bit? Maybe
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
as straightforward as I could.
That's right. Lode coin holders earn rewards for allowing others to use their silver as money, and they earn those rewards actually in AGX coins.
Yeah.
And so the AGX coins are paid into the wallet of the Lode coin holders as reward, and those rewards can be spent just like you would spend Bitcoin or any other crypto asset, or redeemed back to physical silver. So this is how Lode coin holders maintain their relationship to their silver and earn silver back over time, instead of having a relationship to the silver they once contributed to the system. They earn silver rewards from the system, and that maintains their relationship to having physical silver, but in a much lighter, cheaper way to store it, and super fast, low cost relationship to digital silver money as AGX.
And also, I'd like to add that in the current thinking, there will be a debit card that is available to the AGX side. And so this is something that, a world traveler such as myself, or anyone, you have to be a world traveler, sorry I threw that in there, but the idea is that, everybody accepts Visa worldwide. I remember one of my first big trips around the world when silver was like the best investment you could make that year. And I talked about a one world currency. I said, this is it. And I put my Visa card in my hand on stage. I said, I didn't have to worry about any currency transactions this whole trip. I went through 5 countries in Europe. I went to 2 countries in Asia. I'm now in Singapore. And all I ever did was use this plastic card. And all I'm trying to point out is with that in this system, Joe, that, maybe for the older folks, the gray hairs or whatever, that, hey, here's something that they're very familiar with. All the merchants they deal with are familiar with. So I really like the robustness of the system. And, if there's one thing about my mission statement, it's been my life's work basically to get back on what I call an honest monetary system, or to remonetize silver. And this is an opportunity. Yeah, I'm enthused about it, but I don't want to overplay the hand. But again, you're sort of like the perfect person I could think of that knows a lot about silver. You gave me the opportunity to speak about second chance and why I think the biggest bull market in the metals is still ahead of us. I still believe that. And this might just be that catalyst that we've all been looking for to reacquaint everybody with the importance of an honest system, or a value-based system.
If I could add to that, Dave, that's a trigger for me on a couple of other things here that I think are important. And not all the concepts come to my head all at the same time. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. But if a Lode coin holders would speculate on what a silver monetary system could be worth, but the AGX coin holders or owners would expect that a stabilized form of money that would trade in its relationship to what silver is worth. So you've got a stable money on AGX side, and you have a speculative investment which could earn you significant reward for putting silver back to work as a Lode coin holder. So it's the ultimate system where investors and users can come together and accomplish silver as money. The problem with buying some of the other cryptographic assets is these wild speculations where they're hard to spend. Friends of mine have bought cars in the past with Bitcoin and feel horrible today, or 3 months ago or 2 months ago, because it was the most expensive car they ever bought. And when cryptographic assets are used as money, they become emotionally challenged. This is my view of it. Spending Bitcoin on a hotel, yeah, you can do it, but do you want to?
Yeah.
However, AGX is money created from physical silver, redeemable back to silver, and meant to be stabilized as silver money. And when that gets to working with people that enjoy it as a stable, secure form of value and a great medium of exchange, and then ultimately the best unit of account using blockchain technology and the silver itself, those rewards go back to the speculators, the Lode coin holders, and these are the ones that speculate and get to watch the wild ride of what a silver monetary system could be worth, something built by the people and used by the people.
Yeah, and I think of like Venezuela, they've had thousands of % of inflation and just destabilized currency. If someone had this, first of all, over there, if I had my silver and I lived over there, I'd be terrified I'm going to get robbed. But if I had your system in place, I don't have to worry about that.
I carried on my Trezor or my ledger wallet. Yeah.
So that's definitely the future. That's why I love this stuff. I'm actually really glad that metals and blockchain can actually work together because they're both fighting the same fight. They really are.
What's interesting and what is this distinct difference between silver as money and the Lode system is that you could take your 1,000 ounces and have it tokenized, and they'll send you a debit card that allows you to spend it like Visa. And when you spend all your silver, you got to buy more. Yep. And you can do that right now. You can do that with gold money. You can buy gold from them, and they'll send you a Visa card, and you get to spend your gold, and you pay the storage fee every month. And when you run out of gold, you got to buy more. That's okay. That's an honest system. However, this is a true monetary system. This is where investors get to speculate on what a silver system could be worth, and the users of that money know that it's going to be stable and have real value, and it's redeemable for physical silver. This is an honest silver money system, and it allows speculators and users to work together in a very unique relationship. And now the speculators on the Lode coin side, they earn rewards for their silver. Instead of spending their Lode coins, they'll be spending their rewards, like Visa, and on their Visa or debit card enabled Visa cards, and will be able to hold on to their silver asset and earn more AGX coins.
Nice.
So it's a little more ambitious, but it's highly intelligent and only possible because of blockchain.
Yep. Timing is now. Today. I'm trying to tell people 2018 is the year.
Yeah, this is now. Yeah.
For a lot of things, and that's included. Yeah. And it's like, again, blockchain, metals, other things happening, but we almost just knew this was coming, and 2018 just appears to be that year. So, yeah, I'm actually considering maybe I might send some silver over there and be a new customer. Actually, coming to think of it, but
we'd love to see you register and tell the community what you'd like to commit, and it's easy to do. You can buy it or you can ship it, and you'll have a digital receipt for that in your member area. And then as the system grows and we enable it more, you'll be able to obtain a debit card, and you can spend your rewards. I mean, it's a great system, and we're very excited to be working with the community, and more the merrier. We'd really love to have millions of people participating in the program so that not one or two families or 6 families or 13 families can control everything. This is about distributing silver as money.
Cool. Where can the people find more about your Lode coin?
We have a great website that's very creatively well designed. It's at lode.one, and we have a channel called LODE channel.live, and they're all www. Lode.one and lodechannel.live, where you can have we have a broadcast station where we broadcast media, and we have a live channel there, and then we have things in the can, which are instructional type videos. So that's how you find out about those.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah. So that the link that we're working with is https ://ag.lod.one. That's a special link that gives you access to the member area right away. So ag.lode.one.
Okay, great. Glad to have you guys on, and we'll keep the people up to date as if you guys have any interesting news. Come send it my way. Maybe we'll chat again.
Okay. Well, thanks for the opportunity, Joe. And David, thank you again for all you do.
No problem. Take care, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Anyhow, hi, guys.